All right, should be live here. Let's get this video shared out. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday morning, a good Star Wars anniversary day. There's the video. Let's get this shared. All right, got that shared. Can I get Twitch to share? Nope, still does not share to Twitch or to Twitter. Oh, there it goes. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get some inks done here. All right, got all those shares out. Let's see if we can get Moon Knight inked here. All right, got whatever these bands are on his forearm going here. Andre, scratch, scratch, scratch. What's going on? What's going on? Inking the old Moon Knight here. Trying to see if I can get this finished up. Then I got to dive into finishing some inks on a cover. You know, the usual. I got to get it cover colored. And more and more commissions. I think that's everything on the to-do list at the moment. I'm sure I'm missing something. Busy bee, yeah, trying my best. Trying to keep up with all of it. How'd the Venom go yesterday? I know you didn't get it finished on stream. You switched over and were working on something else there yesterday, but it was Venom was looking pretty tight. Jay Fife is here this morning. Long time no see, Jay. Thank you, sir. Much appreciate that. I agree. Moon Knight needs some more love. He probably would be getting a whole lot more love with the new Disney Plus series coming. And pen down. All right, let's see here. What else we got? It's Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. What's everybody's taco pick for the day? James is in the house, and yeah, Jay is here. It's crazy. Jay Fife has graced us with his presence. Oh, shoot. I want that back. Andre shot me a message this morning, and I'd seen a little bit about it a day or two ago, but haven't kept up with it. Looks like Henry Cavill's in for the Highlander remake or reboot or whatever they're deciding to go with for this title. I just hope they do the original justice. I'm all for Cavill taking over the role. Does that mean they get Christopher Lambert to come back and be the Sean Connery character teaching the young McLeod how to fight? There can be only one. Oh, and who are they going to get to play the Kurgan? Because Henry Cavill is no small dude. Yeah, James, I agree with you. There's no more new ideas, and it's something I've been paying attention to a little bit on some of the stuff I listen to during the day when I work. It's like most of these movie studios are like, they want that guaranteed, bang for their buck, so they're not willing to take a shot on, something that's not a existing IP or, rehashing something that's already been done. They're trying to make it a sure bet as best they can, but as we know, not everybody digs these whole remake things. So I don't know. Robert says, still wondering if Cavill can still Superman. I would love to see that still happen. Andre says, this is gold though, and posted something I can't see in here. I'll have to go back and look at that later. I don't know, with the announcement of the new Superman movie, I mean, is that completely like null and void Cavill as being Superman? Or are we gonna do like this whole Elseworlds thing? And I'm sure the new purchase, sale, whatever of um, Warner Media is gonna play a big role in how that stuff goes. Because now the latest rumor is Discovery bought all that stuff, and now they're ready to sell off parts of it that they don't want, including all the DC stuff. I'm not sure how much I believe that, but that is the rumor. Mr. Krabs is Kurgan. Makes sense. A few years back at San Diego, Clancy Brown went wandering through Artist Alley. I saw him and I was like completely like was stunned. I was like, "Holy crap, it's Clancy Brown!" And a couple of the folks around me had no idea what I was talking about. No, it also makes me think of I can't remember the guy's name. The guy that voices Patrick Dauber, that guy. We ran into him a number of times at Comic Con, like going in and out of the hotel and stuff. Let's see. Robert says, when I first heard about it, I was excited because I wanted to see Calvin Ellis, but I guess they're just doing Black Kal-El Clark, and now I'm just wondering why. You know what? I'm with you on that. I mean, I'm all for you can change up his ethnicity, whatever. But at the same time, when you've already got an existing character that fits that role, why not use that existing character? I mean, give that character some time in the light. Give them their time to shine. Like they finally gave us Miles Morales in um into the Spider Verse, and everybody loves the character. Why not give that opportunity? There's people that dig these characters, but they just want to go with name recognition and be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna change up Superman again. Hey, if you want to do it, go for it. I'm more than likely still gonna go see it. Probably still gonna enjoy it, unless they completely butcher the story. But I'm just not sure why they don't want to use some of the existing IP that they have that fits that role, that there is a fan base for. Cassie's in the house. Yeah, James, I've heard the same thing about it's supposed to be like the whole multiverse thing. Like Robert Pattinson's Batman can exist while we're getting Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck both coming back. And I don't know if it's still holds true, but there was talk of there being like an HBO Max Batman. That at one point in time it was rumored it was Affleck. Um, but again, with all this change up at Warner, who knows if any of this stuff's still going to happen. I know for the next year or so until everything's finalized with uh, what do you call it, SEC or whatnot. Um, that stuff will run status quo for now until the new the new Warner overlords take over. Got a little something on my finger there. Which one? I've been inking all morning. Trying to do some like speed lines on a cover I'm working on, and trying to do something a little bit different. So I've been masking off a bunch of areas and throwing down lines, and been a little bit of a messy process. And Robert, yeah, the Peacemaker series looks like it should be really good. Um, and James Gunn is heading up whatever role he's doing. I think he's writing it. I'm not sure if he's directing it, but I know he's like writing it and he's like an executive producer on it. I will definitely watch that when it gets makes its way to HBO Max. Yeah, they closed down the DC channel and shifted to HBO. That they did when AT&T took over. Now Discovery's taken over. If they keep everything, I'm assuming Discovery is just going to end up with whatever they do with HBO Max. It's all going to be one giant streaming service, which would be cool because hopefully that'll give them more reach, and they'll put everything on the Discovery Plus app because I can't watch my Curse of Oak Island on the Discovery Plus app. Not bitter about it at all. How do we feel about the rumors of Disney buying DC? Can they buy DC without causing a monopoly? I think they can, because there's a number of other comic book publishers out there. I don't see that being an issue, but I'm sure it's still going to have to go through the trade commission thing to be approved. Just because that would make Disney just that much more of a monopoly in the sense of like, now they would basically own, I'm assuming, one of their biggest competitors. And I don't know what other entertainment media thing out there is a rival as much as Warner is. And I don't know if Disney were to buy it, does everything go under the Marvel banner, and then all the classic DC characters and all the characters that DC themselves have picked up over the years, do they all take place in the same universe? Do they keep it separate? So many questions. And Andre says, yes, they can. Yeah, like I said, I think it makes them more of kind of a monopoly-ish, but it doesn't make them complete monopoly because there are other entertainment studios out there. So I don't think that affects them. With some third licensing rights baked in, they should be allowed. Yeah, I mean that's kind of my understanding of the whole mess, but I don't keep up with that stuff that much, so I don't know. Robert, I wanna think they buy DC. I wanna Deadpool meets Scooby Doo. I'd totally go for that. Yeah, and I've heard that similar complaint issue, whatever you want to refer to it as, with people in Marvel and DC. That's why there's so many of us doing all the independent stuff right now. That's why Kickstarter has been a huge, huge blessing to many of us. James says, I look at it like the WWE acquiring WCW and ECW. Yeah, I mean, if you take a look back, like historically, I mean, DC picked up Charlton Comics, which gave him Blue Beetle, and I don't even remember who all else was at Charlton. And then they picked up Captain Marvel from, what was that, Wiz Comics? You know, all these smaller companies from the Golden Age and into the Silver Age went bankrupt or had to sell off stuff or whatever the case may be, and DC acquired a bunch of that. In the 90s, Marvel acquired Malibu and got all their characters, and then they bought CrossGen. They got all their characters, and like Marvel has kept all those characters just kind of in the closet. I mean, as far as I've seen, I don't think any of the CrossGen or Malibu stuff has been brought into the rest of the not the MCU, but the rest of Marvel. Malibu, Bo. So I don't know. I mean, and like again, with DC acquiring stuff, DC bought Wildstorm. Haven't seen much stuff from Wildstorm pop up over the last handful of years. DC has the same issue. I'm really happy that Milestone characters are coming back to books. Yeah, and hopefully that can be something that they keep around for a while. But who knows with this whole thing? I mean, that's like, I don't know if you've heard me rambling on about this or read the comments there, but it's like, if Marvel buys DC, what happens? not Marvel per se buying DC, but Disney buying DC. It's just crazy. So much ink on Moon Knight here. And I just hope the Moon Knight show's good. James says, new 52. DC did transplant the guy with the bandana over his face from Wildcats into their world, but that's about it. Grifter, yes. I didn't realize Grifter was still showing up anywhere. I mean, he seemed to disappear, but I not read anything consistently from DC in a while, so and that one's news to me. All right, I think Moon Knight is inked here. Wish they went with someone a tad younger, but his fight practices look pretty good. Oh yeah, Oscar Isaac. Yeah, I'm just hoping it plays out really well, and that he gets a pretty accurate costume, which most of the rest of the Disney Plus stuff so far has given us. Andre, catch you later, buddy. We'll see you some point this week, I'm sure. Should be back tomorrow morning. No, I won't be back tomorrow morning. We got to make a trip to the groomer, so I probably won't be able to make it back in time. So I'll be back Thursday morning, hopefully, and then Thursday night throwdown with Rodney Fike on Rodney and the Hasm channels. And then Friday we're taking the evening off. So there's all that good stuff. And if any of you folks haven't caught it, I got the books in hand now. I don't have them in the studio with me, but the All Out Pooh books are in hand. Here's a print of one of the covers. I still have some of these available for anybody that's new. They are available on the Facebook page up here, the Sean Forney illustration on Facebook. So check those out. There's Moon Knight. Cassie, have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks, everybody, for coming in, hanging out, watching, all that good stuff. We will catch you all on the next one. Have a great day, folks.